Why are you being an idiot for, bro?
Everyone knows this. It's not me by now. Everyone knows it's Mo.
Mo, why are you doing this? You've changed.
I'm eating. I can't talk or make sounds.
True, you do.
What? And everyone watching this is like, keep eating. Don't make no sound. Keep your stinky agendas away from this channel.
Yeah. So let me just, if anyone hasn't done, I'm going to put the poll up. I want to see how many of you are in here currently that's going to like the video. Anywho, if anyone likes Daps' new settings and camera, let me know. If everyone likes how
I do,
I am as well. And everyone that wants to see how crap Mo's camera is, you can see it as well. So we're going to have some Mo genders, some cash.
Actually, to be fair, by the way,
fun.
If any other content creators think that is shot, you're right. It is. Stop using laptop cameras, you content creators. Yeah. If you want to try and earn money off of people watching your YouTube, invest in yourself. Yeah. And Mo, listen, just a reminder, your microphone for a travel microphone is surprisingly good. Bags of crisps are very noisy. They're the type of thing you don't go to a cinema with. Yeah. So when you're eating on a stream, the whole world can hear you, even when you go in to get a crisp, right? And it's Mo's last night in England, I still think you might stay.
Yeah. It happened before. Never say never.
Oh, early on, Cass, I think you were still asleep. I go, are you actually going home today? And he goes, yeah. I go, what time's your flight? And he said something like 8:30. And I go, PM. He goes, no, AM. And I go, oh, wow, that's mad early. He goes, I can extend. I'm like, bro, this is like Bernardo Silva at City. This is what I keep saying about Bernardo Silva at City. That Bernardo Silva has never wanted to leave Manchester City. His other half has, yeah. And I honestly imagine him going, like, after the summer, he goes back, after the transfer window's closed, he goes back, he's like, to his wife, he's like, I'm so sorry, I did everything I could to push for a move, right? And then she's like, okay, I understand. The minute he arrives at the training ground, he's high-fiving everyone, going, another 6 months with you lot. I think that's Mo about going back to America. By the way, Yasmin, if you're watching, it's all love. And I'm only joking. This is my opinion, not Mo's.
Yeah, Yasmin. Correct way, yeah.
But I'm English, Yasmin.
So am I.
Debatable.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's a little bit debatable. Well, other than that, yeah,
with us both, to be fair.
Actually, yeah, no, that's I'm convinced you either got some Arab or Turkish in your lineage. So
I will never know.
You will never know, but I'm very convinced. Anyone can.
Actually, I've got to take Mo a little present quick as well. While you lot run up the likes and do all the admin.
You know what's embarrassing?
Mo's going to start slandering someone.
It's embarrassing that you guys have like 300 and almost 50 people here. Not even 100 likes.
So Mo, say something about a team. Just slander a team and then.
Yeah.
Who is it tonight? Which one are you going with tonight?
Apparently we don't watch. We haven't been staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning, Mo. Yeah. And all these
actually, for everyone that says that Cass and Mo don't watch games, let me confirm, yeah, because I don't. I go to bed. Yeah, I've got work in the morning. Yeah, but when I wake up at like 1:30 and they're still awake, 2:30, oh, they're still awake. 3:30. Listen, they're staying up and watching games. So anyone that says they're not watching the games, they are, because it kind of stops me from going back to sleep at times. So trust me, they are. Mo, say something about another rival.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like let me talk about something else. You know when?
Yes, Imran.
You know this. If you're an Arab here, and we have a lot of Arab people that watch us.
Oh, we could talk on that, Mo.
No, we're not talking on it.
You slandering?
We are not talking on it for real. We're not talking on that. No. There is a saying in Arabic when you're like, you know that
you'll never not me slandering English players. I tell you,
Egyptian moms, you know, they sit on the beach, and then they're like, there's these guys that sell like stuff, you know, like clothes, towels, and stuff.
Anything.
It doesn't matter what it is.
Those drums with 2 bits of strings with little balls on the end. If you do that,
my mom used to sit there and then call the guy. The guy comes in and is like, She watches, she sees stuff, and like, oh, show me this, show me that, and then how much is that? The guy says 40, and she's like, how about 15? And the guy's like, what? That's exactly what Arsenal did for David Raya. 40 million. They went and go, you know what? We'll give you 23 for him.
I got it.
You got 23 for him. You're like 40 million for David Raya. They're like, we'll give you 23. Take them and run.
Well, that's better than what was it a few years ago where they offered £1 more for someone.
Yeah.
Is that what happened? No. So hold on, I haven't heard this. So is that what's happened with Raya?
Yeah. Okay. Reportedly, they offer 23 million. Hats off if they get David Raya for less than 30 million. What a piece of business!
Right, and then how much of Chelsea just paid for Santos or about to pay for Santos?
25. Like it's not a. This
Sanchez,
is just not. I'm not
Sanchez,
slandering
sorry,
Arsenal,
Sanchez.
but if this strategy works, Daps, oh my god!
Bro,
like,
do you know why?
seriously.
Do you know why? Right. So here's the thing. It's good business, and this is where, if you look at the summer so far, let me make a few observations. Firstly, let's look at City because I can talk on that. Vardiol at the start of the summer, City paying £100 million for Vardiol. It was ready to be City going and splashing the cash. City have played hardball, and now they've got Vardiol for 77 million by playing hardball. Yeah. And now all of a sudden we can come out and we can go, we paid less for Vardiol than United did for Maguire, right? By just backing ourselves, playing the game, reading the room, it's worked. With Chelsea, that's why I get what Chelsea are doing with Caicedo, because as long as no one else comes in for Caicedo, they can play the long game, right? And that's the benefit of playing the long game. The issue is that if someone else comes in, that can, or if it drags on too long. But I actually get why every single club is playing the long game, because. But here's the key: you have to find the balance, because there becomes a point, and it might be August when the season starts, where all of a sudden the selling club goes, "Oh, you really need a DM now."
Yeah.
And now you're going to have to pay even more for him.
Do you know why Arsenal bid only 20? I'm guessing.
Because they don't need him.
When Sanchez was announced today that they made the deal with Chelsea already by Fabrizio, Arsenal said, hold on, we thought we have to pay 40 for Raya because other clubs are in for him. But now he has 1 year left in his contract. He wants to go. You have to sell him. He's not renewing the contract. Here is 20 million only for him. I think it's a very smart move by Arsenal. Very smart move, especially if nobody's in for him.
Best part is,
appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And best part is that Arsenal can probably drag this out because it's not a vital position that's needed. You know, like they can drag it out to the end of the window. David Raya wants out. He's going to push to go out, and maybe Brentford are going to be tipped to sell him so they can go and get themselves maybe a backup goalkeeper of some sort, and maybe somebody else that they might need. Maybe in the front line, potentially, you know, they could probably do with. It'll probably get rejected, but you know, even if Arsenal's securing for, let's say, 27, 30 million, you know, it wasn't that long ago that, you know, that Tottenham were in for him, and then they said they tipped to get to the what's it called, Vicario, the Italian guy, for 10 million instead. And if you see Arsenal getting for 30 million, you got to laugh at Tottenham at this moment in time as well.
Why Tottenham in this mixer?
So because Tottenham were in for Raya, they were. No. He's too expensive.
Oh, they got a keeper. Tottenham got a keeper.
No. They were in for Raya, and they were like, no. He's too expensive. We'll go for Vicario. Okay, and then they bought Vicario for how much? 35 million. And imagine Arsenal now go and get Raya for 30 million only.
Vicario,
but do you know what this is, Mo? This is
how
the
much?
thing.
Cass is correcting me. How much?
Vicario was 10 million.
Oh, so that's cheap then. So maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, you are fully wrong on that ultimately. But I do think, and I hadn't really thought about this, but on City Extra last night, we started talking about it a bit. And a lot of things are done because you've got to remember, look, we've spoke on this channel about how important, say, the kit sponsors are to where players go to, right? So that the world outside of football, the impact they have on transfers, yeah? And if you really think about it, things like with where City are at the moment, with Spabham now 115, right? Where City are with that, we kind of don't want to be seen to be going, by the way, we're going to throw money left, right. The board don't want that. Also, the board have worked very hard to not be that club that pay whatever everyone asks. So little things like being able to say, I think 3 years ago, Khaldoon said, City don't have the most expensive goalkeeper. They don't have the most expensive centre-back, neither the most expensive midfielder. And I think little things like that are important, that you've got to remember the way you're perceived. And I think that's with Vardy. City really didn't want to be seen for going out when they've got Diaz, Stones, Akanji, Ake, and Laporte hasn't left yet, to go and throw 100 million at Vardy would be seen negatively. So I'm very happy with how we've done it. And now, even more so going into August, the thing is now the wingers might hit us, that we have to. This is the interesting one. City, I feel.
What's this got to do with you?
Huh?
What's this got to do with you? We're talking about David Raya. You turn it
Because I'm a City fan, and
we're speaking on Arsenal and David Raya. No?
we're not to talk on Arsenal, bro.
Oh, we're not allowed to. I forgot that. All right, good call.
We can. Look, so hold on. So they're going to get Raya right. I think Raya will push this as well through, by the way. They're going to get Raya right? Or is it now off?
The Raya thing with Arsenal?
Yeah.
No, it just started. It just started.
It just started. Yeah.
So it's still going. It's not that they've offered so low.
This is their first bid. This is the first one.
Oh, they were going for a while then. Okay.
Yeah, but they can drag it. They don't need.
They can, but yeah, they don't need him. This is the beauty, and that's what. Sorry, that's where I was going to. That there is a beauty.
You lot. You don't need players.
And
maybe
this is the beauty, bro. When you don't need a player, the selling club can't pull the tricks that, like.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Southampton at the moment with Liverpool, and with Liverpool needed a DM. They're the power's in their hands, but with Arsenal can be like, we don't need this guy. This is just. So I think Arsenal know where they are right now. Their squad, for me, is ready to go. So anyone else they can play this game with. Chelsea can't play this game at the moment. Liverpool can't play this game at the moment. But Arsenal can, because their squad's ready. Anyone else they go in for is just another bonus. Have we got to the bottom of Caicedo, by the way, as well? Who's going in for
No. It's just another one of them things with basketball. I mean, Brighton and Chelsea. They just paid 25 million for Sanchez. Do you think they want to go back into that market? I would even say 25 million for Sanchez, who's out of favor for Brighton. Anyways, was over the budget. I would say he's probably worth about 15 million. If I'm being totally honest.
But right, so there you go. But I'm seeing a few people. I think Matip started this off, that they've paid over the odds so that it kind of they can pay a little, because I've just said it, that clubs don't want to be. No, it's not, bro. That's pretty much what I've just said. That the Guardiola City Leipzig thing got put on hold because Leipzig didn't want to be seen to be selling him for too little, right? So if you look at this, I do understand what Chelsea fans, what Matisse and whatever else are saying, that they know what they've got to give Brighton in total for the two signings, yeah? But they don't want to be seen for bending over backwards for Brighton. So they're like, we'll finesse you on this one. We'll give you a little bit less on this one. But then overall, we won't look too bad. So I do think, look, football's corrupt, bro. Trust me, I know.
Oh, we know. Yeah, you know, right? 115
Trust
of them.
Me, bro, I know. You know as well. You know as well.
I know one of them.
Everyone knows.
But I don't know.
No, bro, you're signing Arsenal's third choice right back. You know you don't know, bro.
Of
course I don't know.
Corrupt
bro,
league.
for anyone that doesn't know, Inter Milan, who were just in the Champions League final, are about to sign Arsenal's right back that they don't want anymore because he's their third choice.
You know what? Here's one as well. I think this is the best part about Arsenal. Liverpool till I die says Arsenal can flip a profit on either keeper next year. So
yeah,
even
facts.
Way. How much did they pay for Ramsdale? By the way, just quick one. 25 million?
He ain't going nowhere.
Can someone tell me what Ramsdale? No, if he is to go, what I'm saying, what was his fee?
Do you want my dodgy eyes to look it up?
I'm looking at 24 million. Yeah.
Oh,
how much
English tax, bro?
If we're talking about how much is he worth now, you could probably say Ramsdale will probably go for about 40 million. If we're being totally honest, in this market right now, as it currently is, because they don't need to get rid of him, surely he's worth about 40 million.
Bro, it's supply and demand. Who would want him?
Exactly. Well, you never know out there. You never know what might happen.
And I'm not knocking him, but the thing is with goalkeepers that goalkeepers are one of them ones where when you get a good one, you hold on to them. So
Yeah. I think it'd be even if Raya doesn't work out.
I think 40 might be, however much people might think I've slandered Ramsdale, we have to remember he's young and English. I think 40 might be cheap.
Yeah, in this day and age, it's for an okay keeper. Like it's like, that's what you're gonna.
It's better than okay, bro. Come on, let's be real. It's better than okay.
For a good goalkeeper. Yeah, 40 million. Yeah, for a good.
He
goalkeeper.
will be England's goalkeeper. Let's
Especially
be real. He will be.
Okay, I like this debate. Let's do tier 1 goalkeepers quickly. Tier 2 and put Ramsdale what tier? Tier 1 goalkeepers in the world at the moment. Quick.
I can't. I know you lot are gonna cuss me for this, but Daps, you know it. No, other than Alisson, I think Ederson has improved as a goalkeeper in his all-round game. Or shot stopping. The myth was the shot stopping is poor. I've been seeing this guy last year with clutch goals, especially towards the end of the season. As soon as he got older, I think the mistakes have got less and less. I'm gonna put him now in a tier 1 list for me. I think he can do
Ederson, Alisson, Courtois.
Courtois has to be there, bro. Courtois. I hate the guy, but
Oblak, Atletico Madrid for sure.
I think he's fell off.
Oh, he's fell off. No, I don't watch him enough.
I'm gonna take Manyan in there.
Manyan in there.
Yeah.
I think Ederson's a hard one because I know in the comments there will be people slating Ederson, but you don't watch enough of City, and it's the overall package he brings City. And yeah, I think Ederson's there. I do think Alisson's still better than him, by the way, but not maybe as suited City. But I think Alisson's the best. Alisson and Courtois for me, and then Ederson is like enough to be in the same tier, but maybe not quite as good. Yeah.
So I think. In my opinion, I think Ederson, Alisson, as of now.
What about Kyle Walker? He was good when he went and go. No,
Ederson, Alisson, and Courtois. I think tier 2 is Manyan. Probably I would put
Onana's in there.
I'll put Onana in there. I'm not sure about Manuel Neuer, of course, before he got injured.
Really though.
I was gonna say the caveat, even though he had a lot of mistakes.
No, we can't do that, bro. We can't do that because if we're talking the here and now, we have to talk on the way they are. There's no one, like, just to be clear with everyone, all of us would have put that over the last 15 years, Manuel Neuer all day long. Yeah. Bro, the last 2 years he's dropped off. I don't hear anything.
We're talking here and now. Now Neuer is not even.
I don't even know if he's tier 2, bro.
I'll say Chesney's up there in tier 2s.
Chesney.
I think Chesney's still a very good goalkeeper.
And you put Ter Stegen? No?
Yeah, Ter Stegen as well. I think you could say
it's a hard one with him. Hard one with him because of where he's been playing recently. Yeah,
it's all good.
But that could be where he's playing.
Yeah. No, he still doesn't concede goals in the league, guys. He had a mass.
I'm getting on a bit as well. He must be quite old,
to be fair, there's probably a few goalkeepers that I'm kind of.
What about where
you put Costa in the cast?
Young man,
Costa, young Costa.
Young. Tier 3 for me. He's like in the Ramsdale.
Emi Martinez as a tier 2.
No.
You know what? However much we might love certain things with Martinez, I'm not going to come on here and act like Martinez is tier 3 at best for me.
Martinez, so tier 3 now. Do we put Donnarumma in tier 3?
No, I would say Ramsdale's probably.
Ramsdale definitely tier 3. Yeah, bro, he could be.
Rufus in tier 2 for me.
Ramsdale, can I just say, Ramsdale will be at very least tier 2 at some point in his career as well. I think so. I rate Ramsdale still.
I think
he's got a goalkeeper that's a leader. A goalkeeper that is a leader is a big deal, and I think he's a massive leader.
In the comments,
bro, Lloris, bro. Sorry, can we just really quickly touch on Lloris? Sorry.
Before you do that, sometimes I don't know what's been happening with YouTube and StreamYard because we used to stream on YouTube through StreamYard. That's what we use, right? If you lot's comments are not coming up and you're typing stuff, it's not your Wi-Fi, it's just YouTube, and we can't see them either.
Been doing that a bit recently.
Nick Pope's probably a tier 3
goalkeeper. Can we go back to Lloris? Can we agree? Like Lloris, I get in his prime, great. He's won a lot. Unfortunately, he played for Tottenham, so not as much as he could have won, but he's won a lot at international level.
Won a World Cup,
of course, but. You know, Mendy's got one of them in his cabinet, bro. So we can't go solely on trophies. Yes, he does.
Oh, you're talking about left back Mendy, not the goalkeeper.
Yeah, he nearly completed football in one season, bro, by playing about 8 games. So it's not all on that. But for me, Lloris has dropped off. This isn't this season. Lloris has been dropping off for about 3 seasons for me.
He only turns up for City, bro. Like he's tier 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 nowadays.
He's lived off that. He's lived off that France hype.
Yeah, man. We can do this tier list all day long, but
Ramsdale isn't a top goal. He's a good goalkeeper, very good, but he's not one to win you game by himself. That's what I'm saying. Alisson can win you 3 points. Edison
hell yeah.
can.
Well, he won in
You know
the
what I mean?
Champions League in the end, and also the Cup final. When you think about the saves that he made,
Yeah.
Oh, he also in some of the some of the group stages, some of the knockout stages, Edison was clutch as well. So remember Real Madrid? Real Madrid could have made it 1-1 at the Etihad, and actually Edison came out and made a fantastic save as well. So.
yeah, and the
Yeah,
thing with
that's what I
Ramsdale,
mean about it.
I think Ramsdale's got two important elements. One, he's a leader. You know what? Even if he was to get displaced by, let's say, he is Raya, I think he'll fight for his place.
I don't think he will get displaced. You know.
I don't think he will either. I think he'll make it. He'll probably make him play better, and Raya's going to get annoyed, and that's up to Raya.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it will, but two goalkeepers that are great standard don't typically stay in the same squad because it will get annoying for one of them.
Do you know what you could look at real quick, bro?
His payback is going to triple.
Do you know what you could really quickly look at, right? Is with the Ramsdale Raya thing. When I think about it, is we've always said, and I'll be honest, I rate Edison for City with his how comfortable he is with his feet and his distribution, but I'll be the first to admit at times shot stopping not been as good. This season he turned up when it mattered. Is it a coincidence that this season, at the start of the season, we had a shot stopper join us that was better than him in Ortega, and that all of a sudden Edison has all of a sudden stepped up as a shot stopper by Ortega joining us? So if we look at that, Ramsdale could improve by having Raya next to him.
Well, yeah, I would like to imagine that Arteta wants to play a different way, maybe playing from the back, maybe, or even positioning wise. Raya's very good. Raya's very good with his goal. Where Ramsdale positions himself for long shots, I can't lie, it's hard to beat Ramsdale on a long shot. Like, he has got that clutch gene in him to just get fingertips like De Gea or something like that. Yeah. He could probably, even though goalkeeper coaches are known to obviously do their job, at the same time, you learn off players that are next to you more time as well. Yeah. You can tell them where to position yourself, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. But maybe Raya's probably better know when to position himself, even just open your body. Goalkeeper coach should know more or less where to do it. But if you're watching a goalkeeper live doing it rather than an old man who's 56 doing all that kind of stuff, you know, maybe Ramsdale, his distribution could up a level.
The other thing is that
he's only 25, isn't it? Or 24, something like that.
If you think about it, Cass, you'll know this more than maybe Mo as well, but anyone that also watches their own club, when it's training, you know, during the week, the goalkeepers go off and do their own stuff for a lot of the time. So, like I've seen at City, there's a reason why Carson stays there, because him, Edison have a very, very, very tight bond. Even in the summer, Edison's been coming back to go out for dinner. They're on FaceTime with each other. Now, you look at that, the goalkeepers, they are close and they do learn off of each other. So you bring in Raya, who's very more comfortable with his feet. You've got Ramsdale, who for me is probably a better shot stopper. They'll learn off each other. So, I also think Arteta actually might deep down want Ramsdale to be the one that comes out on top. But I think he wants to push him. As in, let me bring this guy in, because I think we can get more out of Ramsdale. But maybe that's me. I'm a big Ramsdale fan. Not as big as Edison, but I'm a big Ramsdale fan.
So let's talk. Okay, you know what? We spent 20-something minutes and we haven't even come to the debate of what. It's my fault.
But we only decided on the debate about an hour ago, to be fair. So. Just so you know, that's what happens in the evening, by the way, people.
It's not just more.
We can be honest. We don't have to hide it and act like it's been planned.
I'm going to put
2 hours before the show. We sit here and go, "What should we talk about tonight?" I'm going
to put it out there, innit? Yeah, and you can take it either way you want, and I'll state it. I think in the end, Hojlund, and I've got a good case. I think Hojlund will end up scoring more than Jackson and Nunez. And
Haaland will 100%. I agree.
Yeah, that's different. That guy's fake.
He's not involved now.
No, he's in his own bracket. Because I'm talking about Jackson, similar of age and around the same, like, you know, you could say whatever, coming into the Premier League. Nunez is yet to prove him. So you lot can laugh at me, but I've got a good case for why he will score more than both of them put together.
I can see Mo's cogs are ticking already.
Yeah, man. And big up Memphis, man. I love to see you always drop.
I swear to God, Daps. It is happening. It was happening. I don't know how he saw it.
No, I know. Bro, I know when you
I am trying to deep what he's saying and come up with a counter to what he's saying.
Look, listen. So anyone that watches Never a Foul regularly understand that me personally, I just have no filter and talk. And sometimes it'll piss you off. That's fine. But I just talk. Mo, you're a schemer, right? And when someone talks, I watch you. And anyone, I recommend when someone's coming in with a bold statement, watch Mo's head. You can read him. He's thinking, right, I'm ready to jump in and literally disagree with him about anything. And that's what was happening there. So you're thinking, I know you're going to ask him a question, but Cass, I want to know, why do you back him so much?
No, the reason why I back it is because I don't even trust Nunez to be even in the starting lineup in Liverpool's front three. This is what I'm saying. And if he's going to start, it will be on the left, not even down the middle, right? Cass, put your lips on it. Allow it, AB. I know there's a super chat before. We'll get back to that because that's why I have a monologue. But yeah, so why I say it is because I think Nunez, I think he'll improve, but at the same time, I think he'll still start down the left and more time down the middle. I don't think it'll be him. I think Jota and what's his name? Gakpo will start over him more. So I'm going to dismiss Nunez a little. Jackson's going to be the battle. But why I think it's the case is because Man United's issue was never chance creation, right? It was more just putting the chances away. And the way Man United want to play now, especially with the way, if I'm thinking of Hojlund attributes, like the way we done for Jackson, by the way, we broke it down. I think Jackson will do a lot more link-up play, right? And probably get a lot more assists, probably more than goals potentially. And I think Jackson is seriously good. So I'm not slandering him, but I'm just going to put them up against each other, right? Hojlund, all he's got to do is tuck them away. I saw Vehicle slide tackle shots many, many times. And this is down into, and this is a pragmatic Man United team. Go check the chance creation. Man United's up there in the league with chance creation, right? And I think he's going to play regularly. And I think even if you want to do all competitions, I'm in more competitions than Jackson as well. Or he will be, shall I say, Jackson, Hojlund.
You're doing that one this season, are you?
So in that hindsight, the way we want to play and everything, I think Hojlund gets more goals than him. And also, if we want to put the curse on the number 9 of Chelsea, do that as well. I'm happy.
Hold on. So are you saying, Mo, I'll let you go in a minute. I'll let you cook for 2 more minutes. Are you saying, I know you've got some questions for him. Are you saying Hojlund starts for you? He's a starter, straight in. You, Cass, is Hojlund a starter?
Oh, I thought you said Mo.
No. Mo's cooking. But are you saying he's a starter from the start?
I mean, like, yeah, why not? I mean, pretty much. I think so. Because you don't spend 72 million in total to go and put this man on the bench and continue to put him on the bench. Of course he's starting. We got no one there. We got a guy in the hospital and he's getting wrecked by a guy in a house with dog shit Wi-Fi with a pillow with his face on it. Yeah, that dude there on the pillow. And then we got left. And obviously we got a guy who's obviously our best left winger currently, you could say, or the most effective one. Who else have we got? Of course, why is he not fit?
Bro, that went over everyone's head except for mine and Mo's. If there's anyone that got what he spoke on, please say in the chat.
I'm not putting pressure on Hojlund. I just said he's got to score more goals than Jackson. How's that pressure?
Okay, so
I'm not bothered about the pillow comment.
It's funny, but if you're going to come to Man United and you cost 72 million and you beat yourself up, there is pressure straight away, bro.
Oh, ask Harry.
I wanna clear the questions. Are you talking all competitions versus all competitions?
No, I think in the Prem we'll score more than him. 100%.
In the Prem.
100%.
Okay.
Goals per minute vibes.
Because you know what the funny thing is though, Mo, yeah?
So is it goals per minute or just it doesn't matter for you? You're just counting because if you start, that means you're good. If you don't start,
you need the caveats. Trust me, you're going to need the caveats, bro. So grab every single one.
I'm preparing you, bro. I'm preparing you for
We're helping you, bro. We're helping you. Do you need the caveats?
I'm not questioning, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh, did I start when I said anything in general? When I just said he's going to score more Premier League goals than Jackson and Nunez?
You didn't.
Okay, then. So I don't care about this per 90 crap. You can do that at the end.
I have to tell you guys this has been going for about 3 hours. When Cass started, it's like, you know what? Hojlund is going to score more goals than Jackson.
And Nunez.
Nunez, we know that. But more goals than...
No, I'll play devil's advocate. The reason why we know, because I think deep down, we all question how much Nunez is going to start with Jota looking on fire, with Gakpo looking good, Salah looking good, Diaz looking good. Yeah, it's hard for Nunez. So I think that's the caveat there, that Nunez is going to be a bit part player for me next season. They can afford to spend that much money and leave him on the bench.
I'm not being funny as well, by the way. If they are to go get Vlahovic, who says that Jackson always starts? He might go on the wing sometimes.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not doubting what you say. I have seen Hojlund sometimes play, and I've only seen Jackson 3 times for 45 minutes or something each. So I'm gonna ask you some questions to clear things up. Who's providing for Hojlund?
Most of the midfield, if I'm being honest, and the wingers probably. You know why you're gonna laugh, but when we go to chance creation, why is Man United up there in the league then? And we got more.
Hold on, stop. Let's stop for a second, Cass. Let's stop for a second. You're going to bring up chance creation based on last season, yeah?
Yeah, on the chance that we clearly missed.
So you now have Casemiro, Mount, and Bruno is your 3 in midfield.
Yeah.
What? So Mount's going to be bagging assists for fun. Prime De Bruyne.
I didn't say he's going to bag assists for fun, but why is it, bro? If Fred can get 6 goals, why can't Hojlund go get me 15?
We're not talking about goals. We're talking about assists from midfield now.
We created a lot of chances. We just didn't bury them last year.
So Mount's going to create a lot of chances next season.
Came from everywhere across the team.
Who's going to start more, Eriksen or Mount?
Probably Mount.
Okay. Who's better at assisting, Eriksen or Mount?
Well, if it's not from a corner, actually, they're probably both the same, if I'm being totally honest. Because they both set piece takers get there, so how do they get their assists?
If Sancho cooks, he could get some assists.
Yeah. And I expect outputs to go up everywhere, to be fair. Why? I don't know why people think this is deluded or something, because go check Man United, how many chances we missed. It was all about scoring the goals, not chance creation.
No, I've been screaming this all year. I said Man United are the worst team in the league in terms of come to difference between chances created. That's what I said before. Chances created versus goals scored. Man United only second to Southampton.
I'm just going to say this year as well. Right.
I get what he's saying.
You know what? Because I fished out so many Chelsea fans in here right now, yeah? Remember, yeah, when we were talking earlier, it's just pre-season, Mo. So why am I going to... So according to these lot, Jackson and all this kind of stuff that's been happening, it's just pre-season, right? It doesn't count, right? When it comes to the Premier League, right? That's when it counts. Pre-season doesn't matter.
I can't wait for the league to start.
I'm just saying, yeah, at the end of the day, Chelsea still got a lot to figure out when it comes to the league, because again, it is a bit different ballgame. Man United's team's way more settled. So I expect my striker to get a lot more chances and to be a lot more settled rather than relying on youngsters and everything, because they still
don't take it to a poll. Do you want to run a poll?
I'm just saying it.
Do you want to run a poll?
When we played Chelsea, it was easy.
Do you want to run a poll?
No, I want to keep the poll on the like so people are reminded.
Okay. I don't know. I think another one that's important is, with what's his name? The guy that just bought Chelsea that's now injured.
You know what? Actually, you know what?
What's his name? Who's injured? Chelsea player.
Nkunku. So let me ask you this.
Has that got an impact on it?
Of course. No. Nkunku will be fine. But other than Nkunku, who's their creative player? Don't tell me Enzo Fernandez.
I think Enzo could be. I think Enzo could be. Still.
Who's creating for Jackson?
Hold on. You Daps think that Enzo can get like 12 assists or some stuff like this?
No, because I think he's a bit more predominantly maybe the pass before the pass. I think he's more involved in the build-up play. But I think it's important. And if we're talking that, hold on, let me just break it down, right? Because I know we're going to move on to this guy. But when you have a system that works, everyone's output, not just goals, also assists, improves. Prime example is Raheem Sterling, right? That Raheem Sterling, when we had Aguero, didn't just get more goals than he did when we didn't have a striker. His assists also went up, right? If Chelsea get their system right, I expect goals and assists to pop up all over the park, because there will be players that you don't even expect to get assists because the pass masters, like Enzo, potentially, will be putting these players in positions that all they have to do is cut the ball back and Jackson will eat it up. So Chelsea, I'm unsure on. At this point, I'm not here to also sing Chelsea's praise because their fan base is getting way, way, way too loud, way, way, way too quickly. But who gets their assists at the moment? I'm not sure.
I'll tell you, in Chelsea,
if they get their system cooking, it could be any of them.
There's a lot of ifs.
So in Chelsea, I'm not going to sit here and tell you who's going to score more, because I actually don't know. It's the first time I say that. I actually don't know at all. Like, I have no idea how Ten Hag is going to play Hojlund, what's going to happen. I don't know if Jackson even is going to play, if Nkunku is fit. I don't know.
Jackson's starting, bro. Jackson's starting.
Yeah, listen, I've seen him switching with Nkunku. I've seen Nkunku on the left, and I don't know, Nkunku is all trial, and Nkunku in an interview said the coach is trying me in all the positions. He literally said that.
Could
But I
Jackson
think
play elsewhere then?
Yeah, he can play
he
on the
played
wing.
on the right side. So it looks like Pochettino is trying everybody everywhere.
Yeah,
Okay?
but you know what though,
But
Mo?
hear me out. The last thing I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna let you. They have two of the best crossers in the league from both sides, Reece
Go on.
James and Chilwell.
And how long is it gonna
If they get cooked, if they get these guys high up on the pitch, they get a DM, and now the fullbacks can afford to go high. And we go back to Chelsea when these two were crossing, Jackson will have a lot of food to eat.
Bro, do you know what?
Daps, can I answer this quickly? That's all I'm hearing is our ifs. This is like when Arsenal fans says if they can find the form of Kai Havertz of 1920s. That Man United fans, if we can see Sancho.
Well, his form in 1920 wasn't that good. He just won the Champions League. His
or
form
whatever it
wasn't
was,
that great.
whatever the time it was before he went to Leverkusen. I'm just hearing bare ifs. More than likely, Chilwell's going to get injured, and more than likely, Reece James is going to get injured. And yes, you got
Right.
Gusto, but Gusto's untested at the moment. I think
Nah.
he's a baller. Other than that, I'm hearing ifs. The system hasn't even been properly implemented yet. Now, I'm going to ask again, a lot of ifs. Who has the more sell side, Man United or Chelsea? And who actually, by facts, have created way more chances of Man United or Chelsea?
Well, I don't need to answer it because it's statistically
Okay,
right
then.
that it's United. Do you know what? Actually, I just need to say on this, and you are spot on with Reece James about it's a big if. However, maybe this hasn't been spoke about enough. And for anyone that doesn't know, I'm a big fan of Reece James, massive fan. When he's fit, I think he's the best right back in England. And if he continues to stay fit,
Better than Trent.
yeah, as an overall right back, in my opinion, as a right back, as an overall system player, no, but as a right back, yes, right. If he can keep fit, and I hope to God he can, people can't, and we haven't spoke about enough. If they get Reece James fit all season next season, that changes Chelsea a lot. Because last season, Reece James would come in for 2 games, and the difference of Chelsea with Reece James and without Reece James is massive. Yeah. If they can keep him fit, bro, he can. If they keep him fit with the players they've got, I think he could hit numbers like Trent.
But
It is an if.
Yeah, but the thing is, how many? There's a couple ifs with Man United, but there's a whole lot of ifs with Chelsea Football Club right now.
Are they your rivals now, Cass?
No. But I've been very positive. So, and you can't say I'm hating on Chelsea. I'm just trying to be a little bit critical of it.
Oh, you're a bit rattled by them because you're thinking they look better than you thought they would look.
Not really. They're not. I don't look at Chelsea like that. If I'm being totally honest, they just rattle Arsenal fans. That's good enough for me. So, it is what it is. Let me do the super chat as well before this guy starts crying in the comments again. DJ says, not attacking you, Daps. But he wants to attack me. Apparently, I didn't watch the Dortmund game. Apparently, I said, Mo, when did you?
No.
In the comments, apparently, I said Dortmund was better earlier. Did I say in any shape, way, or form earlier that Dortmund was better than Chelsea?
This guy's going to get cooked. I've seen 20 years. Come on, read this, please.
Like this guy here. He says, but how comes you have an issue with Chelsea fans being loud? 20 years, everything. 1 champs 2 years ago. 1 bad year doesn't mean clout is gone.
Okay, so DJ, no issue with Chelsea fans. If you know, actually, Chelsea fans, I have issues with Arsenal fans, with Liverpool fans, and with Man United fans way before Chelsea fans. Yeah, but last season and season before and the season before that, Chelsea fans have a lot of chest when things are going well. The minute they don't, half of them go and support Bayern because of Tuchel. Right? I'm being honest. Yeah. You're being very loud at the moment. I say one little throwaway comment and I'm getting DMs with pictures of stadiums and all sorts. Now, the other thing with Chelsea is, if I'm being real, they're kind of a similar level to City. And this will rattle all of you Chelsea fans because you'll go, how dare you? You've had 2 years of and you've, since before money, you were nothing. Me and Matisse have had this out before. So let me educate, not just Chelsea fans, but every single fan base out there that believes social media, that Chelsea have a bigger history than City before money. Chelsea got bought out, correct me if I'm wrong, in 2003, correct?
Something like that, yeah.
City got bought out in 2008, right? But, so they had 5 years on us. Before Chelsea got bought out, they won 8 or 9, can't remember the exact number, big trophies before they got money. Manchester City won 11, yeah? So here's the thing. when it comes to these type of conversations, I pick my arguments. I will not try and educate a Liverpool fan about the Champions League. I will not try and educate a Manchester United fan about the Premier League. I will not try and educate an Arsenal fan about overall league trophies and FA Cups, because I know my role. Chelsea fans, know your role, please. Yeah. And the same way that when you got money, you've been successful, we're very similar, right? Before money, you were smaller than City. Understand it, yeah? And if you want to go and do the research, because you've probably never done it before, go and do the research and get back to me. 11 major trophies before money, City, 9 Chelsea. So
can I
no issue with them, but there we go. And that was a monologue, Cass.
Can I chip in this?
No, you can't, because we've got 2 more super chats. Memphis Depay says, but Cass, do you think he will play regularly? I'm thinking he says Hojlund. I mean, after 72 million spent, I flipping hope so. I hope so.
Never know.
And then he says Hojlund, 21 goals and assists, 9. Overall, he did last year, by the way. And if you want to do what Mo said, goals per minute and all that, you'd be very impressed with how many Hojlund got.
Where's Depay? Because Depay, Memphis Depay is always floating about, and it isn't. But I
He's
see
in
him on.
Atletico Madrid.
Is that who he is?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
he's everywhere.
Are you asking about the player or
no, him, not the player, the YouTuber.
I swear you were asking about the player.
No, because
he got he packed you guys in, really. If you remember.
Yeah, he did. Great goal. And I hate the guy. But that Memphis Depay, that super chat, I see him on a lot of channels. He pops up everywhere. I'm just wondering where he's from and who he supports.
If he pops up, I'll bring it up then. If he says it.
I want the chat to do something before we move on. Can you guys, everyone that is watching us, everyone in the chat, write the club you support. Just one comment, one word. Everyone in the chat, write the club
I pray
you
to God
support.
There's a Luton Town fan in here, please.
Everyone, please, guys, do me a favor and write the club you support.
And
Just
be honest and be proud. Be honest and be proud. Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'm just doing this. I want to see the numbers and
Chelsea.
A lot of Arsenal.
City.
A lot of Chelsea. There'll be some City.
Lovely.
There'll be maximum 10 because there's only 10 of us.
I big up Milan.
Which Milan? Oh, which Milan though?
I told you there's a
Milan.
Yes,
sir.
All right, what we've got to say another club. Let's go with Ipswich.
I support United. I am from what? Am I confused? I'm from.
What does it say? Because I've got
SOCAL.
SoCal. Don't know.
City,
That sounds
Liverpool,
exotic.
Luton, Stoke City.
Stoke. Stoke. I used to live in.
serious?
Listen, Stoke. I used to live in Sandbach for a period, which was just north of you. Hanley. I used to go shopping at Hanley.
Galatasaray.
I want to switch. Is that Birmingham?
That's a Birmingham. Oh, we got a fake Mo in there. I think maybe was that a real one?
No Ipswich though. I needed Ipswich or Norwich.
Why are you going LAFC? What's that?
Los Angeles FC.
No,
is it?
Claim another club, bro.
Oldham Athletic. No, I hate him. You're just lying there.
Oldham Athletic. Salute. AstroTurf in that.
Horad, you are Saudi.
Yo,
no, Guerrero was a Man United fan. He's an American dude, man. Stop doing.
Horad, you are Saudi. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, man. Other super chat DJ.
We should do this more often, you know.
DJ says, CFC were a Champions League club before money. Were you?
No, they won't.
Guys, we have someone from Athletic
Bilbao. Hold on, you didn't win one. And if you want to go into, what the Champions League was, the Champions League before the Champions League, you got into by winning the league. Yes, Manchester City won leagues before the Champions League was about. So yes, we were. If you mean got in it, yes. If you mean won it, no, but neither did you. You won it once you'd got money. So I mean, you're clutching now. Keep clutching, bro. Because me and Matisse had it out on a live stream. The numbers are the numbers. It's written on Wikipedia. Go and check them out.
I love this. This is spicy, guys. You guys get with Daps. Go ahead.
Yeah, Alex says Chelsea. Let me read off here because I'm a bit blind at the moment. Chelsea, 1 league, 2 Super Cups, 2 Cup Winners' Cups, 3 FA Cups, 2 League Cups, and 1 Community Shield. Very comparable, but Chelsea never played Division 3. Alex is saying.
Well, what a great story So this bookmark, this bookmark
you want more
right here.
leagues and FA Cups.
So this bookmark is from when we were shit, right? and it tells you, because you won't see any of the Premier League stuff on it, right? I found it actually in front of Cass. So the honours of Manchester City when we were shit. Record home gate, 84,569. Sorry, 84,569, no fans, right? Chelsea, you ever got an attendance like that? No. The Division 1, which is the old Premier League, 1-2. Forget Division 2, that's kind of Tottenham vibes to put that on there. FA Cup winners, 4. League Cup winners, 2. European Super Cup winners, 1.
2 league titles.
2 league titles. And a double. It's what it is, man. We can
more May Johns. Sasko says, reason everyone is not bothered about City winning because you have no fans outside of England. Oh, all right, there's a bit of context there. That's the big difference and not changing anything soon, mate. Okay.
Well, you celebrate that. I've got a trophy. I'll send it to you in the post for Most Global Fans FC, sponsored by FIFA and Twitter.
And then Mohammed says, City have done more in 10 years than Chelsea in 20.
Nothing but facts. Have you ever won a treble? Have you, F?
Anyways, man, let's move on back to the Hojlund stuff. I ain't really heard none of you say anything. I'm stating Hojlund's getting more as well.
I don't know enough about him to speak on him, bro. So
I think Hojlund's getting
more.
I
like Jackson, though. I like what I've seen in Jackson.
Can I do one more super chat? I hate post-Abramovich fans. Been going since 86. Charlie.
There you go. But I was going to say, oh yeah, and also run up the like. How many likes are we on? We're on 321 likes. Make sure you smash the like button if you haven't done so. You know what the fun button looks like. I don't have to do this. I don't have to treat you like guys like kids. You know where it is. You know that it helps the channel already. And you know where it can push us towards. You've seen it before. A lot of you that have been here for probably the whole summer. Some don't know. Most will know. You know where it does. You know the score. It helps a lot. Appreciate it as well. And DJ says, Daps, as in we finished 4th season before money research.
Okay, so you finished 4th before...
No money.
Sorry, hold on. Daps, as in we finished 4th season before money.
Do your research. That's what I say.
Hold on. You finished 4th the season before money. Did you win a league? They must have won a league before they got money. Yeah.
So one league title.
Okay, but why... Bro, and we won 2 leagues before we got money. I don't really get what that's. Salute, you finished 4th. Fucking
yeah, but I can't lie. The Chelsea, if you want to hear it from a neutral, they won 2 league titles and they won more FA Cups than you did, and I think you the same league cups. I'm sorry, they were before the money. City technically were bigger than
similar though. But I'll happily say we're similar. But
if you do that, then the Arsenal equation, because they didn't win no European, then they're not a big club then because they didn't win no European.
But bro, my whole thing is I know where we are. That's why I don't talk on certain things to Liverpool, United, and Arsenal. Yeah. But when Chelsea fans act like they can talk down on City, it's like, no, we're very, very similar. Yeah. You can't talk down on us because if we actually pull up numbers of achievements, it won't look good on you. So let's just leave it for your sake, not mine.
Yeah. Who cares, anyways?
Well, real talk.
The player says, I am from LA, Los Angeles. You are always live on my time.
Oh, wow. Oh my God. Go on, Mo, do it.
Man. What's it called?
No, I'm not doing it. The Valley. I'm not doing it.
Let's change the topic. I think Hojlund can get 15 goals in the Premier next season. And I mean tops, by the way, tops. I don't think he'll go more than that, right? And I think that's because he's probably going to be fed a lot to the point he can do that, right? And I don't think he's a rubbish player. But Nunez and Jackson, regardless, we ain't really said, or I ain't got none of your opinions how you think they're going to fare next.
Here is how I'm seeing it. The difference between Hojlund and Jackson is that I feel Chelsea have more goal threats from more people around. Like, I'm gonna say if, because it's all ifs, right? If Hojlund plays, if Hojlund does this, if they feed him. Chelsea, if everything clicks, Nkunku should score goals, Jackson should score goals, Madueke should score goals, Sterling should score goals. I doubt he will. Okay. While for Manchester United, based on the chances created, I'm seeing only 2 players to score the goals: Rashford and Hojlund. So the division is different. Like I only see what Cass is saying from that point of view. Because if Man United forward line score 40 goals, Rashford will get 20, Hojlund will get 15, and will get 5. But if Chelsea front line get 40 goals, probably will be divided by all of them, plus Nkunku, who's going to be a 10. That's the only difference I'm seeing, because I saw Jackson, as Cass said, he might get more GA than Hojlund, but it will be half goals, half assists. While if Hojlund gets 20 GA or 18 GA, it will be 15 goals and 3 assists. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what
I
was
see what
thinking.
you're saying. I see what you're saying. I
Well,
see the logic in it.
Don't you think that? I think Pochettino is going to get Nkunku absolutely cooking.
Differently.
Like, I look at what Pochettino did with Dele Alli, yeah, and I just think, do you know what? I've been very critical of Pochettino, but ever since he's joined Chelsea, exactly what Chelsea fans have wanted, he's doing. He's giving players chances, and I think he's going to get Nkunku cooking. I'm not the biggest Nkunku fan because I don't watch much football outside the Premier League. You might know, but I just see that this guy's the way already he's got Chelsea playing. I'm not going to lie. I struggle to see Chelsea breaking the top 5 because of new manager, new owners, new players. And I think that's very difficult. But then if I see how they've played in pre-season already, I think he's gelling them quite quickly. So this is actually a good debate because we knew nothing about Jackson. Within 3-4 games, we know a lot more. Like, none of us rated Jackson. We were like, who's this guy?
We didn't even know him. It's not we didn't rate him.
Bro,
we have no idea who he is.
Exactly. And we've seen 3-4 games and we're like, oh, we know this guy can bring something. So I don't know. I'm not here. I'm still not willing to see this Chelsea break the top 5, but it's getting legs. It's slyly getting legs.
We'll have our predictions next week.
Yeah, I don't know what I'll predict, to be frank. Because Newcastle...
Mo said he already knows his.
As of now, I know mine, of course.
Well, don't let them know.
He's got Newcastle in the top 5 still, I bet you.
Any money. Wankfest over there with Newcastle.
I'm not giving them away. Not now.
Yeah, don't
you
give
know
it
why?
away.
Because maybe in a week someone will get a big player.
That's
Who
true.
knows?
That's true. Chelsea, I think Chelsea are going to get a couple of players in the next couple of next week, yeah.
So LJ Brown is saying Nunez will score more if the new offside rule is in place, and Daps is correct about Chelsea and City before money. If I'm not mistaken, the new offside rule isn't affecting the Premier League until the year after. Also, I don't think the new offside rule changes anything. It just shifts the line a little bit. Okay.
I don't think it changes anything ultimately because, and this isn't Nunez. No, on the Liverpool thing and this isn't Nunez slander. I think Nunez had an okay first season. I think Nunez has had an okay preseason. But me personally, and Klopp might disagree, I rate Diaz more on the left. I rate Salah more on the right. And I think Jota and Gakpo both offer more. The only thing is, do you ever think that they might play with 4? Because at times they have the back in the last season.
Yeah, and he will be on the bench.
Gakpo. He'll still be on the bench because he'll be Jota and then Gakpo behind Jota. But that's why I think that, unfortunately for Nunez, his numbers might not be as high because I just don't. In a Liverpool team, if you're one of the front 3 in a Liverpool team, you'll get numbers because that's what they do. But I just think Nunez won't start as much because I think Jota, unless there's an injury changes everything. But
I won't rule out Nunez scoring goals. The 3rd, the 4th goal in the game.
Substitute
off the bench.
Yeah.
You know, Liverpool will score
bare
goals coming off the bench, getting a 2 here, a 1 here, and then suddenly he's racking up 10 goals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because when Liverpool starts scoring, they score a lot. So you're right with that actually.
Well, back to the Jackson thing, we're gonna have to talk about even as I was saying, the creators around him. Like, is Madueke really going to be a creator? Is Mudryk really going to beat any standards? You know, and all this kind of stuff. In Nkunku, you know, if he's going to keep getting injured with this knee as well, it can all do all that. Gallagher, there's not much creativity there, but one guy they would look towards the creativity is Sterling. Is he finished? Because you know why I'm going to do revisionism right now? Chelsea fans, again, and you will have to agree now, right? I don't say Chukwuemeka, bro. He's unproven yet. I don't know what I'm going to see from him. But, and again, that's the same thing with Hojlund. But that's the whole point, is a lot of ifs in Chelsea right now. Sterling, he wasn't looking good in pre-season, right? But they said Jackson is. So off that logic, Jackson's going to cook and Sterling isn't. So is Sterling finished coming off a bad season anyways? Because this guy, we've seen him on the left, on the right. He's had one good game in preseason only, and he kind of smells at this moment of time. And it's like he might get dispossessed out of his position. And I think they need another winger right now, if I'm being totally honest.
Right. So with Sterling, we all know what Sterling can do when he's playing with confidence and with a striker. Go and look at the numbers. When he plays with a striker, his numbers are better, G and A, right? But with a striker. Now they have strikers. They have Jackson. They might get Vlahovic. Now it's just get Sterling back to confidence. You have to get him cooking. If you can get him cooking, the numbers will come back. I hear you, and I'm not sure if they will be able to. However, in Sterling's career, he's gone through many, many purple patches. Like, he's dropped off and come back. So I'm not willing. It's a bit like Klopp, you know. I'm not willing to say Klopp's dropped off just yet. I'm not willing to say Sterling's dropped off just yet. I don't know how. I don't know if it's going to take him not starting and an injury and him being put in. I don't know how, but with the right people around him, Sterling can still get massive, massive numbers. Massive numbers. But he needs the right people around him. You got to look, his best times at City, he had Aguero up top. He had David Silva and De Bruyne feeding him, right? David Silva with the pass before the pass, little 1-2s. Sterling can still do that for Chelsea. It's just getting his confidence back. If they can do that, how old is he? 28?
Something like that, yeah. Something like that.
He's not finished yet, but it's if Pochettino, like, you got to remember when Pep joined City, Sterling's confidence was on the ground and Pep had to bring him back. Can Poch do that? If Poch can do that, Sterling can still cook. But I can't come on here and tell you how you do that because I don't know. But
if they're room with the right winger, if they're room with the right winger and they're playing one game a week, that right winger is more than likely going to play. And if you're going to go off anything off the left and what Chelsea fans might want to see instead, they might want to see Mudryk. You know, they might want to see that guy.
I think they do probably.
Especially when there's space to run into because he's probably more hungry at this moment in time. I think, if I'm being totally honest, I think Sterling's peaked. I think he's got less. I think he's had so much mileage in those legs. And he played football from such a young age, and
quite little legs, to be fair, as well.
The way the Premier League is going, I just maybe, unless he changes his game a little bit, you know, he's on, like we like to talk about Sancho on big wages, he's also on big wages. And the spotlight will be upon him because he's the most, you know, capped player, most experienced player in their forward line.
Like I said, look, he's only 28. He's a very fit. Like, the one thing with Sterling is, at City, there was times where he would hardly have a pre-season. He would come back from pre-season 2 days before the Community Shield. He'd be straight back in the team. His fitness is not an issue. Injury-wise, he's really, really good with that. We know the levels he can get to. I just think they just have to get him playing confidently. If they get him playing confidently in a system with runners, which I think they do have, with Chilwell, with Reece James, you have to have multiple runners to take defenders away and leave space for Sterling to manipulate. And if he plays with confidence, bro, what Sterling can do with confidence is mad. You've seen the numbers.
Yeah,
we can't, it's undeniable. But it's just if they can get him back there. And that, I don't know. But at 28, are we going to say they can't get him back there?
Yeah, Sterling is the most overrated player English football has ever seen, in my opinion, in terms of ability. He delivered numbers for Man City because everything worked out for him. Like, Pep is the master of getting the best out of players. The problem with Sterling is that if it's not everybody around you is working towards getting you the ball in the right places at the right times, he's not the one to create a chance for himself. Like, even Leroy Sané with Pep, when he left and went to Bayern Munich, you can see that Leroy Sané has a player in him that he might take it and then I am creating something for him. Sterling has the numbers because he played in a Pep system. And I know that some Man City fans will come at me and say, okay, you can say that about any other players. No, I see with my eyes. I believe my eyes. Sterling, for me, is a good player. When I say overrated, I don't mean he's a bad player, but I feel like he punched above his weight because of the system that he played at. While I see someone like De Bruyne, if De Bruyne at his peak left and went to Real Madrid, I feel he would have delivered exactly the same output for me. I see someone like Diaz. He is an amazing defender. In my opinion, Raheem Sterling for Chelsea, they won't have the system to have him getting goals like he is at Man City. I think Sterling is a 6, 7 out of 8 players. But at Man City, he looked like a world beater. He looked like a 9 out of 10 player, but he was never that guy. He was never that guy. That's what I'm saying about Raheem Sterling. It's my opinion since he was at Man City.
Fair enough, man. DJ.
No. Oh, go on. City one more, but CAC was established top 6 before City. Bro,
He's
again,
not knocking it off, bro. He's not knocking it off.
DJ, I love you, bro. But when you say City one more, but CFC were established top 6 before City, before money, bro. If we want to go back to the 60s, the late 60s, you weren't. And then if you want to go back to, I don't know, your golden era, like we weren't. Yeah. So come on, bro. Like you're clutching now, and please keep clutching because the super chats work amazingly. But like, Daps vape, goddamn.
Yeah, Daps' vape is on smoke. He says at least Sterling still has his arch OnlyFans, maybe.
Oh, allow it. Daps' vapes, bro. Who is this? Whoever did that, Daps' vape. Please message me on some sort of social media. Here's the vape as well. But I like that it's a blue one. I need to get a blue one. But yeah, DJ, I love you, bro. There's no like, but
Animosity.
You're really clutching it. You're going by you established in the top 4 before us. Like, I mean, well, in that case, I swear, who was that team that was sick? Preston North End were banging in the like late 1800s.
Hmm.
And you know what? The last part we have to kind of move on to.
No. So
go on.
I went and actually looked
on.
at Chelsea finishes in the Premier League. I'm not an idiot. I saw the super chat earlier. You only started finishing in the top 6 regularly since 97, 98. Before that,
Graham Lasso, Dennis
11th, 11th, 14th, 11th, 14th, 11th, 5th, first, but in Division 2, 18th got dropped, 14th, 6th, 6th, first in Division 2. Dude, I'm looking at it. You are not.
I'm happy to say we're on a similar level, by the way. I'm not trying to compete with Chelsea, so I'm happy to
All
say
I'm
we're
gonna
kind of level,
say
even
is that
though our numbers are better. But
from 97, as a neutral fan that was watching from overseas, I knew Chelsea because from 97 they started getting the Italian players. They started getting the Tori Androflu, the Hasselbanks. You know what I mean?
I can't lie. 90s. I'm not doing top 6. There was top 6.
Let's be clear. If we want to do this, bro, if we want to do this, I was going to Main Road in the late 90s. Yeah, I will tell you, I was celebrating United losing games and City doing nothing. Right, I can tell you that Dan Petrescu, Dennis Wise, Zola, Graham Lasso. I can tell you about that era. I can tell you that I know factually Chelsea were better than City then. Right, but then I could go and get my pops rest in peace, and he could tell you about a different era. We're not doing that, bro. Like it's not that. Like it's small. This is where I say I won't talk to United, Liverpool, and Arsenal about certain things. Chelsea fans, just behave in it. Like we're a similar level. Don't act like you're a level above because you're not.
Yeah, and as I said, there was no such thing as top 6.
Are we talking about anything else in this show?
Yeah. Matip is okay. One last thing. Matip is set to leave on pretty much next season in the summer. Now that's a heavy rebuild if we're thinking around Liverpool's defense next. And I'm just thinking along the lines, they still got to look for Van Dijk's successor. They still got to look for
Van Dijk. How's Van Dijk?
He's crusty.
32.
Crusty, you know. I'd say crusty.
Yeah, like he's all good, but he's getting crusty. Matip's going to leave, which they want anyways. Joe Gomez isn't good enough. They need a backup centre back already, right? They need a heavy rebuild. And when we talk about Robertson as well, and I'm going to talk about the whole defense again a little bit. Left back, they might even be looking at it because they don't even rate Shimikas. And Robertson's, I don't know why, but he gets slander.
How's Robertson?
He's about 30 now, I think.
Robertson, one of the best left backs in Premier League history, by the way. I'll put it out there.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm just thinking along the lines, if Matip's leaving, like, this is another area, technically. We thought they always neglected the midfield. Technically, they've neglected the defense as well.
I've never deeped it, but you look at City. They had Vinny. As Vinny was dropping off, we had Laporte come in. Now, Laporte never maybe hit the heights, but Laporte was a damn good player to carry us to the next tier. And now Ruben's come in. I've never deeped this. That who is the Liverpool defender that takes over the spine?
Konate was supposed to be the guy.
I've never thought about this, bro. They haven't got like
he's injury prone to shit.
Yeah, when they went and got Konate, I think they spent the money thinking that because they had Gomez and they got Matip on free, they went and spend on Konate and assume that we have 4 defenders, and they have that guy Phillips. They tried to loan out, came back, and then it didn't work out. They loaned him out again, came back, and then they said, no, it's done. They relied so much on Konate being the next best thing, but he got injured all the time. He's like injured.
Think about him, Mo. Like, I can't believe I never did it. There's no backup right back to Trent. Yeah, you can say that Callum Robinson, whatever his name is, Calvin Ramsey. Sorry, I don't know what is
Callum. You just
Callum
went
Ramsey.
coppish. You just went coppish with their left back.
Yeah. So Calvin Ramsey and stuff like that. Right, and I'll go through again. All the defenders, you got to find the next defender they have to get has to be.
Oh, it should have been Vardy, you know.
It should have been Vardio. It should have been, or Colwill if they did get into him in time. Maybe she went in from last year and not this year after a great season. I can't like when I'm hearing this FSG stuff, they've neglected that defense harsh.
Well, so
there's no planning.
I wanted to come on here and slander if Matip goes, what that means short term, yeah. But you're spot on. I get why they're ready for him to go next summer. Because Liverpool in the next 12 months are going to get their next Van Dijk. I don't know who it is, but it must be. If they're planning to get rid of Matip now, knowing Van Dijk has, 2 seasons?
They're saying next summer he's going to leave.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They're knowing that is coming off our wage bill next summer. Therefore, in the next 12 months, Liverpool are going to go out and look for a marquee centre-back. It should have been Vardy. In hindsight, it probably should have been Vardy.
Even Kim Min-jae made sense. They could have gone and
picked. Oh, he looked good the other day still.
I'm kind of thinking like the right centre-back role, great on the ball. He can even play left, even as he done for Napoli. I'm just thinking, bro, Kim Min-jae would make perfect sense. And they could have, that sounds like a deal that Liverpool could have done. What is going on in the backroom or stuff? Because they used to be so good at the planning and it's just gone.
But I said earlier on, so on Saeed's channel, I think Lee said that it's a big season for Klopp. And I said, actually, it's a big season for FSG. Because I honestly think that the fans will turn on FSG before they turn on Klopp, right? And a great shout that I think Errol made was that by them playing...
Europa League.
No, the 2 DMs. So Trent and... who'd they play against?
Curtis Jones.
Right. Did Klopp do that to highlight to the boards that ultimately we don't have DMs? You're expecting us to play Curtis Jones, who's more advanced than a 6, and Trent, who's a ball-playing right-back, as 2 DMs. That's what we have. He's calling out the board. And I honestly think... the bad thing is, I said that I could see Klopp leaving if FSG aren't careful. And I think Real Madrid next summer could really be on.
I think they could do. I think they could solve
the money, bro. They gave him the money. They spent
what money?
Szoboszlai money, McAllister money. He chose to spend it on 2 attacking midfielders.
Money, bro. That's not money.
It's not an attacking midfielder. Let's be honest.
But that's not money. Listen, this is Liverpool Football Club. They generate a lot of money, right? They've won everything under Klopp, right? We've seen Arteta be back. We've seen Ten Hag be back. We've seen Pep be backed. Are you really... We've done this on this show when we've worked out how much per season Klopp has been given. And it was about 100 million, bro. For a team that is winning Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues, that is not...
No, I agree with you. I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying that sometimes Jurgen Klopp chose to spend the money on because of injuries, because of whatever, and he neglected the DM rule and the defense rule. So, like, he would choose to spend it. Like, they have 6 forwards now, right?
But we've just said Vardy would have cost him 77 million. If they have a budget of 100 million a season, approximately, yeah, how can he future plan with that when he's got because ultimately when you're spending your budget, you have to do 2 things. You have to tackle the here and now, and you have to future plan. How can you future plan with 100 million?
That's not down to Klopp. That's down to the board.
That's FSG.
That's FSG. That's down to the board. They should be giving the manager the tools to go do his job. They're not actually giving him anything to go do his job. They should have had a DM in by now. They should have planned for Fabinho after his downfall this season. Probably realized we might need someone else, which is Lavia, to be fair. Right? Next season, I think even now, I'm telling you now, if they get this wrong, even if they get this one wrong, it's going to go horrible. And fans, if they get one more crap centre back, if it is a crap centre back, Don't get me wrong, the fans are going to flip their shit. They're
On
gonna flip
FSG, not on Klopp, on FSG predominantly.
FSG. They're going to flip their shit. If they go out now and go get Gonzalo Inacio, next season go get Antonio Silva from Benfica and all this kind of stuff, I'm telling you now, that's Liverpool's defense sorted for the next 7 to 8 years. And
Can I give you guys a
budget? There's a lot of good centre backs out there right now, Mo.
Yes.
How about you from your club? Your club is a feeder club, yeah. They can go get Bastoni if they wanted to. Your club
They don't want to spend the money. So let me tell you one thing. The last 5.
Oh, you'll give them away. They only have to offer like 12 mil, and
I
you'll
don't
let
even
them
care. The last 5 transfers for Liverpool were forward players. Diaz,
I do hear you on that
Nunez,
though.
Gakpo, Szoboszlai, Will McAllister will call 50-50 player.
McAllister, bro. Should we say it?
So the last, so basically, let me just finish my point. My point is, you're a manager. The board is not backing you, but your last 5 transfers were forward players. You as a manager, and we know that Jurgen Klopp, we know that Jurgen Klopp is someone who is not the one who is not to get bullied. He would say, I want this. I agree to that. I agree to Diaz. I agree. He's not the one who's going to just sit there. Unless you think otherwise.
Yeah, bro, I do think otherwise. We had this conversation about Pep earlier.
But
when you said you don't think Klopp is a player that would get bullied, I'm going to sit here and tell you I don't think Pep is a manager that would get bullied. However, you do remember that
you really think he will
get bullied? Bo, let me finish, please. These people that are running Man City, Liverpool, Tottenham, Arsenal, Man United, bro, they're very rich people, right? Do I think that Khaldoon can call a shot over Pep? Absolutely, bro. If Khaldoon wants to say Pep, no, right? It is that. And I think at FSG, Liverpool, it is the same. You've got to remember who's signing the checks. Klopp, however much people want to talk like Klopp is this person, yeah, there's someone paying his wage, bro. Like, I can act like I'm a bad boy. To my boss, I'm not. They pay my mortgage.
So my point, the reason is I divide the pitch into probably 2 areas: 4 defenders and a DM, and 2 midfielders and 3 forwards. You chose to enforce that side, while you on the board together sat down and said, we don't need a defender here. Fabinho's good enough as a DM for the next 3 years. We'll go get a forward because we have injuries. What if Fabinho drops? What happens there? You have to get Bajizis to whatever. He was 18 years old. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that the board has backed him up, but he chose as well with the board to agree to that. He's like, yeah. Let's get the forward line better.
Yeah, you know what it is though? Again, they have to. They said that bar the Lavia stuff, they're going to get a replacement for Fabinho, and they're going to go get a centre back. They need us. This board for the fans need to deliver. Otherwise,
it's who they get as a Fabinho replacement.
It's going to be.
I think the other thing that dawned on me earlier on Saeed's channel when we were talking is that teams play their hands or they don't play their hands. If you sell a lot of players or let a lot of players go, you play your hand, right? Liverpool have played their hand. Liverpool have shown every single selling club of anyone they're interested in. We don't have Fabinho. We don't have Henderson. We don't have Milner. We're lacking experience and we're lacking a DM. So anyone that's selling now is like, okay. And in July, that's fine. When it gets to August, all of a sudden, it becomes a lot more difficult. And I think Liverpool have played their hand way too early. And I don't know. Listen, the McAllister thing, though, we're going to talk on it, people. Remember, you heard it here first.
We should talk about it tomorrow, to be fair.
Yeah, all I'll say is we've got our eyes on him. We think McAllister is a good signing. But there can't be full boys at Liverpool. There can't be people that get all of the attention while certain individuals just float around in the middle of the pitch, not being a forward, not being a defender, and just getting away with murder. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, man. What are you saying, Mo?
Ready for your flight?
Yeah, he just can't wait, can he?
I'm ready.
Sorry, Mo, get the badge in.
What? The badge in?
He did it.
Champions League badge. Get the Champions League badge in. Yeah, man. Make sure you smash the like button on this video if you haven't done so also already. Tomorrow we got a preview, Daps and Lee at I think 11 p.m. as well, as much as tomorrow. We was gonna announce the membership today, but might as well do it tomorrow instead because it's Friday. So I did say that. Big 6 diamond because you're the fake diamond, dude. Anyways, I don't remember who you are, bro. I'll be real. Like, I've already got one over here. Anyways, not the point.
Bro, who are you talking to?
Sorry, so what is that?
Big 6 diamond. No, not Lee Gunner. Laguna Lee. We don't need the Lee Gunner. We'll save him for when it comes to like maybe Tottenham.
You know, he has the summers off. He has the summer off.
If you stay on this, anyways, look. If you stay on this channel, if you don't mind, I send you there yesterday. I'm gonna send you there again. Jacob on United Spurs of America is the smaller channel.
For real? Yeah.
Yeah, he's
go and subscribe, man.
Subscribe over there. Look, when you talk to him, you can't help but listen. He's a chill vibe. He's got
the deepest voice in the world.
Deepest voice in the world, and he's just a good dude. So go over there, check his content. Just even if you leave after 2 minutes, hit a like on his video at least. All the people that like this video, just go over there and hit like. If you get into 150 likes just off the bat, you lot are legends. But yeah,
one last thing. People, please smash the like. And when the show ends, not now, when the show ends, go into the comments and say, safe flight, Mo.
Yes, because he's leaving.